Hello, everyone. I'm Mark, founder of Evo Creations, and today I want to show you a little bit how we use data to improve conversational AI. And it's been now 6 years, 11 months since we started to do automated conversations for our customers. And we've analyzed in the last year around 280,000 conversations, over almost 1 million of messages. And in the last almost 2 years, we've worked on a top secret project. We call it Evo Dynamics, which is a full spread conversational analytics platform, because we needed for our own customers a tool where we can look at the data and analyze it and see what's going on. So I'm proud to announce today that we are actually launching this application to the public, to everyone. We don't keep it anymore for ourselves. You can take a look at this later. First, let me show you how we look at the data and how we learned from all these conversations, from all these customers we had over the years. First one, example, data set of an e-commerce customer. In the last year, he had around 30,000 sessions equals conversations or users talking to, over approximately 160,000 messages. Now that's around 39 messages per day, if you look at it like this. And you can also see there's a 5,734 hours conversation time. Now this is very interesting. If you think that this is 15 hours a day, now compare this to a human customer service agent. He would need to be talking 15 hours a day. Well, ain't gonna happen because conversations are simultaneously. Now a person couldn't do that, and that's where the AI can really help to converse with these customers. Also interesting, you can see between day and night sessions. There are around 17,000 sessions per night. Now that's when your human colleagues are sleeping and the AI is taking over. Yeah. On another sample data, what I can share with you, this is some governmental services here. They have 239,000 conversations per year, almost 700,000 messages in total. And interesting here, it's very short, the conversation time, 3 minutes only. So it's question in, question out, very quick, but they have lots of conversations here. So in a nutshell, this is the data, what we are looking at. And now out of all this data, what did we learn? What are the 5 most important sessions that we learned? Yeah? First one, make them feel understood. Make your users understood. If the users don't feel understood, it's not working. They don't think it's efficient. So it doesn't work. For example, if I would ask you, do you want some water? You could say yes. You could say no. But you could also say, I don't like water. Well, that means I might want something else. So how about coffee? So I need to change my conversation in that regards, depending on what the user is actually telling me here. Same for what's your favorite color. If I say, I don't like blue, well, that's huge value. That's information you can use for your marketing at the end, because I ain't gonna promote something to users which is blue. By the way, I see many people taking pictures. You can have this presentation later. It's all on the website later. All the data's there. No need. It's very small, I know. But I'll share the link later. It's all online. Yeah? Then, number 2. What do you do if the flow breaks? I'm very visual. I always like to see things. So I would like to see when is the flow breaking. How did we do that? Customer comes in and says, hey, please, can you replicate this flow? We need to ask lots of questions to the customers. We need to segment them, classify them. Well, yes, we can. We can go through that. What's the result? That's how it looked like. Yeah? We're all humans. We don't like to go straight forward. At one moment, we talk about the weather. Then we talk about business. Then we talk about girlfriends, boyfriends, and then business again. It's normal. We don't go straight forward. Even myself, I rehearsed this conversation yesterday 500 times in the hotel room. Today I'm totally saying different things. Now, that's the result. That's how we actually converse. I can't see anything on this. So we actually simplified the script and said, yes, the users can break the script. They can go out and ask questions in between. But then it's important that you catch the users and bring them back. And say, well, I want you to go that way. Sure, you can ask questions. Come on, back again. And you drive it to your funnel, whatever you've defined in your systems. And that really represents how you can go through the path and analyze where people also drop out. I wish this could be interactive. If you go then to the charts itself, they will be fully interactive. You can click through and see exactly which or how many people went from A to Z and where people stopped conversing actually. Number 3, use the data for your marketing. I think this is one of the most important aspects because on automated conversations, you want to understand preferences of the user. What are they telling you? So let's take a look at a real case example here. This brand, funny business, they sell cocktails, cocktail kits, and alcoholic beverages. So they came to us and said, can you please tell me the consumer habits? What's the preferences? And what do they don't like? Yeah? As I said before, if I ask you, do you want water? You might say, no, I don't want water. Yeah? But what else do you like? Now, if I go into this chart here, which represents the topics, then I can drill down and see, okay, I want to see now what's inside the cocktails. So I have one intent there, which is cocktails info by name. What cocktails are people interested in? And if I drill down further, quickly, in one glance, I can see mojito, whiskey sour, the top winning cocktails. That's quick information, extracting parameters from the conversations. I can go back, check about the cocktail base. People ask, I want a cocktail based on vodka, whiskey, something. So vodka, 42.8%. Clearly for marketing, they're like, oh wow, vodka, that's our top product, basically. We should sell that more because people really ask for it. Now, I also see the negative ones. What did people not like? Yeah. So if you go in there, I can see rum is one of the alcoholic beverages people don't like so much when it comes to cocktails. So like this, you can really compare what you have with actually what you're selling, because there's also an intent for selling products by alcohol. I see there wine, whiskey, top performing parameters or values from users, what they say. Still rum there, but some don't like it, others do. Now this gives me a comparison about what are people saying, how they're using it, and it's all extracted from the conversations in a simple chart. Yeah? Now, with this information, you can go to your marketing team and say, we've learned a lot from the users because we have the conversations. We ask the questions. We learn from that, extract it, take it out, and shape your marketing campaign, shape your promotions. Do it based on real user data. Number 4, learn from your default fallbacks. Default fallbacks, for those who don't know, that's an intent which catches everything what is not trained, not understood by the AI. Now, I think it's one of the most important intents to have. Because everything else is trained, so it kind of like works. You still need to look at it. Yeah? So don't just trust it that it works, look at it. But how do you improve your AI? How do you make it better? Well, look at the default fallbacks. It's all in there. Yeah? Now, but I would also like to see it. I want to visualize it. And in this chart, I don't need to explain a lot because it talks for its own. It says, I got messages and the default fallbacks. Obviously, you want to keep them low because also conversations change. We don't say things twice the same way. So the default fallbacks is never the same. It all fluctuates. But now, as an AI trainer, I want to drill down and see what are my default fallbacks. And I also want to see it in relation to the conversation. So just go in, check it out, what it is, what went wrong, why did people say that? Go to the conversation itself with that little at on the end, You go to the conversation, see the full context, and know, oh, okay, in that sequence, in that conversation, people said this, it was not understood. Well, take it, extract it, build new topics. Yeah, they might ask something else what you haven't foreseen yet, but it's all in there. Yeah? So use that for your AI trainers to retrain the AI to include new topics, make it better. And number 5, compare goals and funnels. Every AI has a purpose of being, and you always want to know the ROI. So if you look at the goals is very simple. You set an intent, map it out, and you can see, okay, campaign setup, or quite good. Compared to the others, well, not so good. Small talk thanks, that could be one of those goals you always want to hit after purchasing funnel or any other funnel. It's quite okay, but coupon discount in that case is the best performing goal what we have in this case. So you can compare different goals to each other. Goals yet don't tell you exactly how it works. So we went one step further and said, well, let's pair it up, let's match it up with funnels. And I think this is really important here. Don't compare just one funnel, because in conversations, there are multiple funnels. Each funnel on its own compares to another one in a different way. First one, people say hello, they go then to the product info, then they talk about the product color, then it's all about shipping. Well, then there's a huge dropout. What happened there? Shipping rates too high, shipping time too big, something's wrong. That's where I can drill down and analyze, why is it not working? Why are people dropping out there? On the second one, it's all about getting an invoice. Asks for, is it a business or personal invoice? Asking the business name, then the tax ID, and then to which email to send it to. Straightforward. This funnel totally works. Simple questions. Of course, the use case is different. People want to give you the information to get where they want to go. On the third one, though, it's all about canceling an order, e-commerce automations. Once you confirm the order ID, and then you double confirm if they really want to cancel, people suddenly drop out, withdraw, and say, maybe I don't want to cancel yet. Yeah? They went that far, but actually no. So there's like a personal blocker of maybe not yet. They know they can do it, yeah? But they dropped out. Good, so the order stays in place and will be delivered. But you can also analyze why and how. Yeah? So that's basically 5 big learnings what we had over the time. Now, it's really important to make users feel understood. As I said, if they don't feel understood, then they're like, it's not working, I'm out of here. And it's just one click away and they drop it. But if they feel understood, because the AI understands what the user is actually saying, not just on the questions the user has, of course you need to train those, but more like when you have a question to the user, you want to understand what the user is answering, because that gives you the value for the marketing, the feedback. It's all connected there. Of course, you want to know where the flow breaks, because you have many flows to achieve your marketing there and your sales. So which flow is actually working, and don't make it too limited. Let them go out and come back again. Guide them on the way to the goal. And that's, again, connected to your goals and funnels. So each goal tells you, yes, you've achieved it, or no, it didn't work. Same for the funnels. Know what the dropouts are, which is then, again, connected to the fallback. Maybe it doesn't work because it was not understood. So you have a fallout there, a dropout there. Yeah? And all this connects together to really make conversational AI work or not work. And the users, especially we work a lot with Asian people, and they say, if it's convenient, I'll use it. If it's not convenient, sorry, I don't have time to just test it around. So whenever it's convenient, they use it. And we've seen on data, it kind of like works if the person's understood. As I said, go to this URL, evodynamics.io, Chatbot Conference 2022. The whole thing is there. Don't worry, we're not going to ask for your emails. We don't believe in emails. They should be all in chat. I think it's quicker and faster. And If you got any questions, you would like to see a live demo of the new product that we have, let's connect. And if you have any questions, shoot them now.